welcome back. You're watching Ask Prophet. You can call us and WhatsApp us your queries on the numbers flashing on the screen. But with that, let's take our next question. And this is Mohit writing to us from Ludhiana.
We've got the next question from Xavier. But before we do that, actually, Ajit Mishra is joining us, Senior Vice President Research at Religare Broking. Ajit, we've been asking our experts, our viewers, to tell us one piece of advice that they took from their dads that has helped them either in life or in the markets. What is that advice for you?
Yeah, good morning, Alex. So, Alex, it's not only one advice. It's been like my entire life based on the principles that my dad taught me during the initial years. That's going to be a very competitive world because he could oversee and things. So prepare yourself beforehand and keep upskilling is something that he kept on saying this to all of us. And one important thing is to manage your finance well. Means it's not going to be like good days you spend everything that you have and then wait for in case if there'll be any situation it's going to be difficult then. So managing your finance, saving was the big part, but gradually you also made a kind of approach that how you should invest is something also that he inculcated those habits. So these are the key basically things that he has given to us, and we are always grateful over it.
Yeah.
All these.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is, I think, a sentiment that a lot of people share. So kudos to all of the dads out there for giving such good advice to their children. The next question we've got is from Xavier. And he's asking about SH Kelkar, and he's looking at investing, or rather buying this for a period of 1 year. And he's wondering whether the current market price is a good one to consider. What's the view, Ajit, on the charts?
Alex, it's been a very volatile ride for this stock. Means at one point of time, in the latter half of 2024, the stock was quoting at 330. Then it was a sharp slide to 150 area, and then again we are seeing a recovery, gradual recovery towards 240. So in case if you are okay with this kind of volatility, definitely you can consider the stock, because as of now the stock has been holding above its short-term averages, so that indicates the trend is still positive. But at the same time, since we have started seeing a correction in the mid-cap and small-cap space, one should be slightly cautious in this stock. So 230, if the view is very short-term, should be a strict stop loss, and then you can wait for a target around 260 to 70.
Okay. All right. Our next caller is from Bengaluru.
Which was at the levels of around 60 at that time. So interesting one on ITC over here that we are looking at. But the next question is also from Bengaluru, and this is Sushil Patil writing to us. Wants to understand the overall long-term outlook on HUDCO. Wants to understand the breakout as well as exit price on this. Ajit, let me come to you on this one.
So HUDCO, yes, it's been a steady journey since this March month bottom, and after this recent recovery, we are seeing a marginal drift towards the major averages. So it's still holding above the major averages, which is a good thing, but since we are very close to that mark, we need to be slightly cautious also. So since he is planning to buy fresh, I would recommend him to let the stock reclaim 235, which is the short-term average, so that we have some momentum in place. And then 260 to 265 is something that one we can wait for. In the interim, 210 should be the stop loss. In case the stock fails to hold this level, then probably we can see further consolidation.
Okay, all right. So that's the view on HUDCO. Anticipate further consolidation is the view. Deepak is calling us from Pune. I believe, Deepak, the question is on Power Grid. Also, since we're on the subject, and this is Father's Day special, any advice that you remember that your dad gave you that has helped you out?
Good morning. Hi.
Good morning.
So, yeah, I mean, father's advice is always treat with caution and look before you leap. Trust, but verified. I mean, in very short words, that would, I think, sum it up all. And that can, help us in anything that you probably want to take a decision on.
Yeah.
So I think that would be...
That's the quintessential dad advice, isn't it? It's the quintessential dad advice. But Deepak, what would you like to know about today?
Okay, so Power Grid I have bought initially 500 and now I'm holding about 4,500. And I've been averaging them out over the past 2-3 months. And the losses, I mean, it's not crossing 300 marks. So now I've been able to average it out about at 299.
Right.
So I hope it should cross that and I should be able to, take out my principal.
But you've got you've got a short-term perspective, is that right?
Short term, yes. I would like to, in terms of perspective, I would say I would like to make close to about 8-9% on it, and that's what I was looking at. So I just like to know as to what is the future of this stock.
Okay, so let me get a view from Ajit on this one. Ajit, this is generally a stock that people buy as part of their long-term portfolios, but if you were looking to make a bit of a gain, and he's defined that as less than 10%, what is the time frame that you would advise that he hold on for, and when is this likely to take place?
Right. So, Alex, it's low beta counter, as you all know that it's a portfolio stock, and off late after the attempt of recovery, it failed to hold this 330, 325 zone, and since then we are seeing gradual drift. So now the stock is trading below the major averages. So at least this is not a good time to add fresh. But in case if he has existing positions, he can stay put because downside also seems capped. So close to around 265, 270 is the area where we have multiple supports. So one thing that he can do if he's planning, let's say for 3 to 6 months, is to add more in case if it comes closer to the lower band, or wait for a breakout above 300 to enter fresh. In that case, he'll find momentum towards 330, which is 10% of those areas.
Okay, so that's the view for Power Grid that we are looking at. Next question is from Puneet from Andhra Pradesh. Wants to understand the overall long-term view is from Rajiv Bhatia, and he wants to understand the picture for L&T. He's holding it at the price of 3,300, currently about 10 shares that he's bought in May 2024. Wants to understand whether he should sell or continue to hold for the next 3 months. So, Ajit, let me come to you on this one.
So I would recommend him to hold, and in fact he can add more in case if he's planning, to add some fresh to his existing position above 37.20 level. Because in that case, the stock is likely to retest its previous record high close to around 38.50. So it looks a bit strong amid all this choppiness which we are seeing in the market. And for the entire position, he can maintain a closing stop at 35.50.
Okay. All right. So that's the view. The next question is from Satya. Satya is calling us from Bengaluru and asking about Raymond Limited, I believe. Satya, what's your question? Good morning.
Good morning, Alex. Good morning to the panel also. I have 73 shares of Raymond.
Yeah.
I purchased at 651 rupees.
Okay.
Average.
Okay.
So I am in a profit of around 4% right now.
Okay.
I just want to hear whether I can hold it or sell it out.
You're in a loss, right, of about 5,000 rupees?
Correct. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. And you've got a short-term time frame, Satya?
6 months.
6 months. Okay. Ajit, I'm coming back to you. 651 is the buy price, 73 shares. Would you book losses or wait for a comeback in this counter?
So Alex, I would recommend him to stay put because we are very close to the support zone. Means 560, 65 is the area basically where we have multiple supports placed. Though the stock looks slightly weaker side on the weaker side, but the kind of volume section that we are seeing, it seems like the sellers are also exhausted. So probably 605, 6010 is something that once the stock crosses this area, then probably we can see a fresh recovery towards 640, 660. So around that zone, he can review his position again.
Okay, so that's the view that we are seeing for Raymond. Next question is also for you, Ajit. Now, Rahul is writing to us, wants to understand a short-term outlook on Brain Bees Solution. He has 2,580 shares of the company, and this is at a price of 410, currently facing a loss of 93,000 on the counter. Wants to understand whether he should continue to hold for the next 6 months. Your view on this?
So there was an attempt of recovery, means after this steady decline post listing, almost 4 or 5 months of consolidation and then an attempt of recovery, but it failed to hold above its medium term moving average. So this indicates that people are still bit cautious in the stock and doubtful of the recovery. But considering the kind of volumes that we are seeing in the decline, so it seems like okay to me. There could be an attempt of recovery once again if the stock crosses 400. We are close to that mark. 340, 45 is basically where we have multiple support. So if he's okay with that as a stop loss, he can continue to stay put. Once we cross 400, then probably 440, 460 is something that the stock might re-attempt.
Okay. All right. Our next caller is from Hooghly in West Bengal. Arpan is calling us. Arpan, very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Good morning. My query is about the HFCL share.
Okay.
I had bought 50 shares of HFCL at an average of 86 rupees, and now it is in loss.
Right.
So
a very small loss. It's trading very close to your buy price, Arpan.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm saying it's trading very close to your buy price, so the loss is only 50 rupees or thereabouts.
Yes.
So what would you like to know?
I would whether I would sell or hold it. I want to know.
And have you identified how long you would like to hold the stock for?
I think I should hold it for the next 3 months.
3 months. Okay. Okay, I got your question. Ajit, 50 shares at 86 rupees, very close to the market price right now. What is the view? What are the key levels to watch?
So Alex, since his view is short term and the stock has been struggling for quite some time, means it's been trading below all the major averages. There was an attempt of recovery of late, but couldn't sustain even the short term and medium term again. So we are very close to his buying prices. Prudent that he should exit his position and switch to the counters which are trading closer to their record highs. So bigger names like Bharti Airtel, ICICI Bank, HDFC, these are better stocks to invest even if the view is 3 months.
Okay, so exit on HFCL is a view coming in from Ajit. Ajit, on that note, the next question is for you as well. And Tom is writing to us from Bangalore. He's holding about 500 shares of Welspun Living and bought it at a price of 141. So from those levels, you're seeing about 11 to 12% of a correction. Wants to understand the next 6 months outlook on this counter. What's your view?
So this stock has been trading extremely volatile from almost like 2-3 months now, means from 100 to 150 and then again to around 130 area. So we are currently middle of the band and the major averages are placed around 140-45 area. So the tone looks sideways to negative. So if the view is short term, I would recommend him to exit at current levels and wait for the stock to reclaim 150 for re-entry.
Our viewers will be familiar with the rare earth magnets shortage that came about because of trade tensions between China and the US. And while there is an anticipation that this will get resolved, Nirav, there's an interesting question on reserves as well, which we don't have too much of in India. All right, it's time now, gentlemen, to hit the rapid fire round, and you know what that means. We'll throw as many questions at you over the course of 2 minutes to try and answer as quickly as possible. Aeroflex is the name of the counter we're talking about first. Dr. Abhiram is asking about this. 175 is the buy price, and he's got 2,000 quantity. Should he hold, Ajit?
Hold with stop loss at 160, target 190.
Okay, next question is...
Know what the buy price is. Angad from Indore wants to know whether it's a hold or a sell at this point. I guess he's got a short-term time frame. Ajit?
Hold, 450 stop loss, 560 target.
Okay, next question.
View on Raju Engineers. Ajit, I'm just going to try. I haven't looked at the counter. Raju Engineers, bought at levels of 253. Any view?
Alex, I've heard this name for the first time. Sorry, yeah. I can't get it.
Same here. All right, so I don't blame you. The next question that we're taking is on Avantel. If we've got a view.
It's for Kirti Vasan. He wants to understand the view on Triveni Turbines. Bought 50 shares of this at an average price of 565. Ajit, your view for the next 6 months?
Looks positive. Hold 560 stop loss, 680 target.
Coming back to you, Ajit, Bajaj Housing Finance is the name of the counter. Bought at levels of 136.6, 500 shares, 6 months is the time frame. Should he hold or sell? This is a view from Guru.
Hold 115 stop loss, 140, 45 target.
Okay, next question is from Vijay Lakshmi, wants to understand the outcome.
That brings us to the end of the rapid fire round and indeed this edition of Ask Prophet, the special Father's Day edition. Ajit as well as Nirav, thanks so much for taking the time. Always a pleasure having you on the program.
Thank you.
All right, like I said, that brings us to the end of this edition of Ask Prophet. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing it to you. To all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day and keep giving your kids the amazing advice that you always do. That brings us to the end of this episode, but there's more lined up, starting with Know Your Company up next. This is NDTV Prophet.